Welcome, Scorpio, to the month of October 2017. I'm Megan of North Star Astrology, and this is yet another free general transits reading for those of you born with your sun, moon, and or rising signs in Scorpio. Now, the month starts out with the moon going full on October 5th in Aries, in your 6th house of work and health and service given, at 12 degrees 43 minutes, opposing all of which is in your 12th house of the subconscious mind and dream state. Then on October 8th, the moon goes into Taurus, into your 7th house of others and partners, business or otherwise, trining Venus in Virgo. And Venus and Mars are in your 11th house of friendships. Then on October 10th, the moon in Gemini goes into your 8th house of sex, death, and taxes, and others as resources. And Scorpio, this is your ruling house. This is the house that you naturally reside in. So having the moon go into your 8th house, then sextiling Uranus in Aries, this can mean maybe you'll get a sudden promotion from your higher ups, hopefully. And since a sextile is a 60-degree pleasant angle, it's shorter than the trine, but still all the same quite harmonious. That should be very good for you, fruitful for you. Then Jupiter goes into your sign, going into your 1st house of the self and body on October 10th as well. So now you'll really be able to branch out in a big way. But be careful and mindful that this can cause significant weight gain when Jupiter transits your 1st house of the body. So watch sweets and fatty foods and anything that could potentially be unhealthy for you. Ease up on the alcohol, in other words. As the Sun and Mercury are here in the 12th house of Pisces, there's a potential to hide out and take up some kind of, imbibe in something that's not necessarily all that good for you. And there's a square to your ruling planet Pluto. From the 12th to the 3rd houses. So if you've had anybody say anything unkind or you've said anything unkind to anyone, that could have you turning to rich foods and things that you shouldn't be putting in your body. That's all I'm going to say. It's just one of those things that everyone goes through from time to time. And then on October 12th, The last quarter moon goes into Cancer in the 9th house of religion and philosophy at 19 degrees 22 minutes. Sextiling Mars, actually your sub-ruler, and so you may be able to travel abroad and meet new friends if you've already scheduled a trip like that. Then on October 13th, the moon sextiles, I already got ahead of myself. I already said that. Never mind. On October 14th, Venus enters your 12th house, also going into Libra. And then on October 15th, the moon, once it goes into your 10th house of career, into Leo, joining with the north node of the moon in Leo, trines Uranus in your 6th house of health, because those are both fire signs. And that's a pleasant and very harmonious aspect for your work and career sectors, potentially very fruitful. Then Mercury enters Scorpio, your sign, also going into your 1st house on October 17th. And then also on October 17th, the moon conjuncts Mars, the only conjunction of October. So be mindful that there's a potential to be impatient or brusque with an opposition from the moon in conjuncting Mars to Neptune and Pisces in your 5th house of romance and creativity versus your friends here in this axis. Then the new moon occurs in your 12th house on October 19th at 26 degrees 35 minutes in Libra. Then the moon in your sign, going into Scorpio, into your 1st house, sextiles Mars, your other sub-ruler. Mars is your sub-ruler. So now from the 1st to the 11th houses, you can gain popularity with among your friends. Think about your friends. Do things in a big way with group activities. Then Mars enters Libra, going into your 12th house of the subconscious mind. So there may be a potential for you to be going and doing things on the sly. Be careful of that because of Venus and Mars together and the Sun. Lots of privacy. You'll feel like you'll need a lot of privacy on or around the last week of October 22nd and toward the end of the month. Lots of privacy, but be mindful and be careful that you don't do anything in, like to potentially, possibly go behind someone's back and try to possibly cheat on your partner. With this being the 12th house of hidden matters. Then on October 23rd, the sun enters your sign, Scorpio. So you'll really need to watch your weight nearing Halloween time with all that candy and sweets. And then on October 24th, the following day, the moon in Sagittarius, going into your second house of finances and what you value, you may feel like you're not worthy of attaining enough income at this time, but don't worry, it's only temporary. This is an inhibiting planet for the moon to be joined with. But the moon trines Uranus, your sixth house of health, your second house of money. So this is a very harmonious aspect, as I said. So that was short-lived, but this becomes an even greater, more positive sense of, wow, okay, so now I can take charge and maybe put more, maybe earn income from what you do, maybe in the health sector, or take charge of your health and have more emotional well-being regarding your health, and maybe sudden windfalls in your line of work. Maybe a fantastic promotion, sudden raise. And then on October 27th, excuse me, the Mercury's retrograde, so sorry, pardon I'm stuttering here. Then on October 27th, the moon goes into its first quarter, into your fourth house of the home at 4 degrees Aquarius, 41 minutes. So, first things first, you may very well be able to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, well, there's a square there. Well, here, this is a warning not to overdo it again with, going and hiding out and in your home and overindulging. Lots of overindulging for you, Scorpio. Watch for weight gain around this time. But this can also be a time where you can take great pride in, or actual self-control. This can be great self-control and emotional well-being in the home regarding home matters, or your home base, the home within you. Then also on October 27th, the moon sextiles Uranus. And so here again, this is yet another positive flow energy. And with that being said, I have to cut this very short, but have a very happy Halloween, Scorpio. And please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment down below or share.